a hot take. I have a spicy hot take, and I'm wanting you to walk with me. You know how during Halloween, and also ignore my makeup, you know how during Halloween, there's always the increase in partying and alcohol, which leads to increase in grape, right? And it made me think, and always on these posts like that of people talking about grape, like the one that happened in Nigeria with the kid that got raped by her uncle and her cousin at her auntie's house while she was going there for an education. I'll put the hashtag. Anyways, the one that happens there is always a comment that's gonna be there that's like, what about the male victims? We never talk about the male victims. And I'm assuming they're talking about male victims where the woman was the graper. I am going to tell you why we don't take it seriously. I'm going to need you to walk. I'm gonna hold your hand and maybe like a pube when I say this. The same reason that men grape women is the same reason that they don't take women as grapers seriously, right? Men don't see women as equal in bodily autonomy, and therefore they feel emboldened to go and assert control over their autonomy to rape them, right? But in the same side, it's also the same way that they don't see them as equal, especially equal in the capacity for harm, that when a man gets raped by a woman, no one takes them seriously because they're already infantilized. Like, it's like saying a child raped a man. That's literally the same thing. Women are infantilized so much so that even when they do harm, especially if it's harm against a man, it's not taken seriously. In this case, grape. We can all agree that grape is a violation, right? It's a violation of bodily autonomy, right? And in a lot of the times, this violation of body autonomy also happens from like taking control and seizing control over a person's body. That does not bode right with the idea that men are at the top of the hierarchy if they can be violated by women. Because the only people allowed to violate men are other men. It's why when men are raped by men, it's taken with the utmost seriousness. Because it makes sense in the hierarchy. It makes sense in that men are strong ooga boogas than women. So men look at you when you're like a man saying that, oh, I got raped. And they're like, you got raped? Look at this dude. Like, by a woman? Bro, as a man? Essentially, thank you for listening and bearing with my makeup. And also, I also think that the biggest perpetrators of rape towards men is also other men, but feel free to fact check me on that. But yeah, thank you.